Hi everybody, it's New Jersey Garden. I wanted to first say I hope everybody is staying healthy, staying inside as much as possible, and best wishes for everyone and their families. I wanted to just do a quick update as to what's been going on with the seedlings that I have growing in the basement under grow lights. I normally plant mostly flower seeds, but this year I decided to grow a few more vegetables. And so I have a combination of flowers and vegetables growing in here. I started a lot of these seedlings on February 28th, so almost, I guess, about 2.5 weeks ago. And then I started a few just a couple days ago. So I'm going to take off the covers off of all of these so you can see a little better how everything's been doing. First, I just want to say I did some videos a couple years ago about how I start my seeds under grow lights, so I'll put a link in the video so anyone who wants to learn how to start seeds under grow lights can watch and learn that way. These seeds are lettuce seeds that I just started, I believe, on March 7th, mostly, I guess about, 11 days ago. So March 7th and March 8th. And I have two types of lettuce growing. I have seeds that I bought from two different seed companies. I bought the blush butter oak lettuce from Hudson Valley Seeds. I really like that seed company. It's organic. And then I bought tennis ball lettuce from Pine Tree Garden Seeds. I was just trying out Pine Tree this year. And the blushed butter oak lettuce is definitely growing faster than the tennis ball lettuce. And we will see how they turn out, but the germination rate has been pretty good for both of these types of lettuces. I'm thinking about maybe in another month, maybe growing another set of lettuce trays. I have a lot of seeds left over. And those seedlings in the back are actually peas. Those are super sugar snap peas that I purchased from Pine Tree Seed Company. Also, I just want to mention to mark my seedlings, I just use coffee stirrers and I break them in half and just pop them in. I write on them with regular pen and just pop them into the seed trays. In the front here, I have an annual, which I probably should have planted a little later in the season. I planted this 3 weeks ago and they're almost ready to transplant into larger containers. This is Sweet William. And then behind that are pansies. I purchased some pansies and those seeds were really tiny. So I'm glad the germination rate was pretty good on the pansies. So I'll be transplanting the Sweet William flowers shortly and I can show you that. Okay, with this seed tray I have in the front, I have more Sweet William that will be transplanted soon. Then I have a little bit of Canterbury Bells, which were pretty tiny seedlings. These have all been in the tray for 3 weeks. And then behind that is comfrey, which I'm not sure I'm going to grow comfrey. I wanted to grow it, and now I'm worried a little bit that it may become a little too invasive in my yard. So I'm not sure I'm going to keep the comfrey. And then behind that are two different varieties of blanket flower, or gaillardia. I had a disease that affected my gaillardia after having them for about 5 or 6 years, so I had to pull them all out the last 2 summers. And now I don't think I have any more blanket flowers, so I'm going to be, planting these in either probably early May. They'll be ready to transplant. A lot of perennial flowers take a very long time to get established in these seed trays. I usually start them mid to late February, and they just take a while. And our weather, we're in zone 6A, which means we're a little closer to a zone 5B than a 7A. And because of that, our last frost date is somewhere in mid-May, and so I usually wait until May to transplant anything outside. Now in this tray I have black-eyed Susans. They germinated really well. These were old seeds that I had planted. they were just a surprise that they germinated so well. I think I overplanted these, and I'll be transplanting these out in early May. The rest of the tray, I don't have anything planted in here yet. This tray has a few different things going on. There's some Swiss chard I just planted yesterday, and I'll be planting some more Swiss chard in a few weeks. There's baby bok choy growing. And as I mentioned in my last video, I planted my baby bok choy too late last spring, and it bolted with the warmer weather. So I really need to get that bok choy out in April into the garden. I'm also trying to grow some lavender. So I have lavender seeds planted, nothing's germinated yet. And then lobelia was planted. And I have a 5-year-old daughter, and she helped me plant the lobelia, and it I think I think it's a little overplanted, but it's one of my favorite annual flowers, and it will last, you know, the blooms last all summer long, so it's really one of my favorite flowers. So I'm excited for that. I just wanted to say I use this Jiffy natural and organic seed starting mix. I've had a lot of luck with it over the years. I think the first year I grew seeds, I just used some like potting mix, and I had a really low germination rate. So now I use the Jiffy natural and organic seed starting mix that you can pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot. Today I'm actually going to be planting a few more peas and some more Swiss chard just in this front tray here, and then I'll save the back tray for something else. I'm not sure yet, but I'll come back in a second and show you how I poke holes in the seed tray. So to poke holes so that I can place my seeds, I just use this, I believe it's a chopstick, something like a chopstick that I just use to poke holes in. And with peas, I believe they go in about a 1/2 inch. Let me read the directions on here. I'm using these super sugar snap peas from Pine Tree Seeds. It says 1 inch deep. So I guess maybe I haven't been planting them deep enough, but I'll try to go a little deeper. I think I planted the other ones 1/2 inch, and they germinated fine. And then I'm planting some more of the rainbow Swiss chard, and that's a 1/2 inch deep. So after I poke holes, I just place the seeds into each hole, and I cover it up just using my finger. I just cover up the seed, and then I pre-water my trays just to make it easy. Just instead of watering after planting, I water beforehand so the soil is nice and moist. That especially helps if you're dealing with really tiny seeds. It's hard to, some seeds, you know, need light to germinate, and some of the tiny seeds, like some of the flower seeds, you barely have to press them into the soil, and I don't want to be watering them after I plant them, because it might just wash them away or wash them into the corners of the seed cells. So I tend to, I water my whole tray before I plant. So I just planted the sugar snap peas and the Swiss chard in this front half of this big seed tray. I'm still deciding what to plant in the second half. And I'm going to put the cover on, and I have these grow lights, basically they're fluorescent lights. I have them pretty low, close to the surface of the covers, and as the plants get bigger, I raise the lights up. So right now they're pretty low, but I'll be raising those up in the coming days. So I'll keep you guys posted as to how my seedlings are doing. Looking forward to my plants more than ever, and I just wanted to say again, I hope everyone's doing okay and stay healthy. Thanks for watching.